Well guys, welcome to beautiful Ramona, California. Now this is not something I normally do, but I was asked if I could do an inspection on an RV that's for sale. And because I was in the area, I agreed to do this inspection. So let's get over to the storage facility and see if we can't take a look at this RV. It's a good way to spend summer because it's absolutely gorgeous weather here in Ramona. And it's still 115 in Phoenix, so the storage facility is just up the street here. I don't even remember what I'm going to be looking at. It's been a while since I looked at that email. So I wasn't completely in the area. It was a few hours away. But I do have my Prius with me, so I have all my tools I need for the inspection. I'm not even quite confident what RV I'll be looking at, so it'll be a surprise to all of us. All right, looks like this is the place right here. And I do apologize. It has come up to 83 degrees. But of course, that's not even the overnight low in Phoenix and Mesa, so I'm doing great. Well, I think I see it all the way there in the back. Now, I'm not confident how much I can take you guys through. This is a private party sale. But I'll do my best to at least show you the roof on this Precept. That's what it is, that's right, I remember now. Let's see how this thing looks. Ooh, looks like got solar on it too. All right, so we're gonna look at this beautiful electric blue 2018 Precept Class A gas motorhome with a V10 from Ford from Jayco. Good news is this survived the hurricane of 2023 in California just fine. This beautiful coach is almost brand new, less than 10,000 miles on it. And of course, like always, we'll go ahead and get on the roof of this motorhome and take a look at it first. To do that, I'm gonna have to run those slide out rooms out. And this is an FRP roof, or a fiber reinforced paneling. We'll do the normal things like check the tire dates, the lighting, the VIN number, and the mileage. And then I'll pull this thing forward and then we'll do a complete inspection inside. So I'm just gonna pull forward into this empty bay right here so I can run the slide out rooms out, run the awning out, and get a good look at everything that I can. It's a beautiful sunny day here, but I'm gonna manage somehow. All right. Down, let's go ahead and do the jacks. Alright, 4-point hydraulic automatic lipid leveling. And look at that, we're level. Got a Schwintech over there. All right, another Schwintech right here.
Couple of diagonal cuts right out here.
All right, we'll get that awning put out now too. There it is.
See?
There it is. Look, I love those little LED lights.
I love it. I love it too.
If you roll it up a little bit too, it casts against the material and reflects down, so you don't have to look at it. Let's do the preliminary fender check. Go through, open up all the compartment doors and take a look inside. Check compartment lights. Check underneath all the slide outs for damage. Make sure the seals are good. Seals are good. Check out underneath right there for any loose molding. Those seals look okay. Set up topper. There's a little bit seam separating there. And this fiber is just a Darko material. It's very common in the RV industry. Seals look good. Look good underneath. I didn't feel this slide out rim jam, which is good. I'll take another look right here. Hello. Look underneath. And those lights are working. Extra hubcaps, extra tail lights. Oh. Pretty good there. Got a tankless water heater on this one. Very nice. It's pretty common for the inside FRP of these entry doors to start cracking over time. And that looks pretty good. I mean, wouldn't it be nice if these lights turned on automatically when you open the door? Well, let's see. It looks like maybe a couple of those might not be working. Look good there. Alright, looks like maybe the original battery. Check, make sure those aren't loose. Maybe a little bit of corrosion. And it's always nice to check the condition of the blades. This one's going to be going across the country. Might as well check the generator for oil. We look pretty good. It's in the hashes right there. It looks like it only has 43 hours on it. All right, I think we're ready for the roof. All right, let's grab the ladder. All right, let's get this thing up there. All right, I'll get on the roof of this thing. And we're right next to the slide-out room right here. We may as well go ahead and take a look at the top of the slide-out room. Don't see any damage there. Unless the factory decided to terminate the molding. I left the roof edge exposed, but I guess how the factory did it. I would have liked to have also seen a little bit of sealant here, but that does cause problems with the wiper seals. But I'm not seeing any issue other than we do know this topper is about ready to tear. Now, this is an FRP roof. All that means is fiber reinforced plastic. It is a close cousin to Phylon, but it is seamless. So the radius right here is made up from the same roof material and is one piece. It is fiberglass. It should be waxed and cleaned just like a normal fiberglass site wall. I chose a bad position to put my ladder because there's a skylight right here, so I'm going to have to reposition. But when it comes to a washing and waxing the roof, again, just a wash and wax product that you add to the soap and scrub it off right here. No real reason to use a paste wax and hand wax it like you would the sidewalls. Alright, I should be able to clear it on this side now. And it looks like this side's starting to show a little bit of the signs there too. And this just needs a good wash and wax. It's not falling apart. It's hard to pick up in the video. You can kind of see little crystal reflections. That's from the fiberglass fibers themselves. That's going to be pretty common, and it's an indication that this should be washed and waxed a little bit more often. Let's go ahead, since we're up here, might as well start at the front. Hello again. Like I said, I do like to walk this front cap looking for movement. Let's see, I got a screw right there. So screw right there, screw right there, screw right there. So the whole thing is completely loose. Okay. It's a good thing we're doing this. Come around over here. That light's on. That light, no. That light, no. Yeah, they ran the paint a little bit right there, but otherwise there's a fiberglass front cap. Don't walk on that. And this is a Jayco sealant. And unfortunately, I do have to say that front cap is loose. Alright, this is a radio antenna. The sealant's cracked right here. It's a self-leveling acrylic sealant. I would call it Jayco generically, but there's a few different ones out there. And looks like the ground strap is exposed. That's kind of weird. But this cracking doesn't indicate anything wrong with the sealant. Doesn't require a reseal. TV antenna is mounted very well. When I'm walking around, I do like to make sure that I'm trying to walk everywhere that I can, look for any soft spots. Look over here. That cap seal looks pretty good. then it's nice to grab right here. Overall, the roof seems to be in pretty good condition. We'll come to this front AC. But just lean on it, make sure that it's not loose. I don't really like to grab them because that plastic can be brittle. Let's see. Don't see any issues with the fantastic vent base. They do like to crack. That's not a screw head popping up. That was just a bubble in the sealant. Again, I'm not saying that the sealant needs to be resealed at all. But it is the original factory sealant from 5 years ago. Refrigerator vent looks pretty good. Sewer vent. Everything looks good on it. Skylights like the prone to be cracked from the base up into the top, so it's a good thing to always look for that. This one is oxidized and yellow, but that can be cleaned up a little bit. But I don't see anything wrong with the sealant or the mount. Looks like somebody's resealed this side. I wouldn't say they did a pretty job, but it did work. I don't know why they ended right here to there. Might as well just done the whole thing. Now, this is not a fantastic vent, but this is a powered roof vent. There is a gap in the sealant right there, so I would like to have that resealed and touched up. It was cracked. I knew that was a crack. That's like a $7 vent cover. The solar panel. Looks like they sealed underneath it. I'd like to see a little bit of, I guess I did seal on top. It's not loose. And then that fabric looks pretty good. If we take a look on top of here, do I see anything wrong? I don't see anything wrong up here. There's a bit of a gap right there. Probably would want to reseal here. Let's go ahead and walk the rear cap since the front cap was loose. So there's a gap right there. And I can see a gap right there too. This is a vinyl beauty cap that goes on the molding here. It still should be sealed underneath the molding here, so this isn't a vital seal, but it should be resealed. Leaves us this molding. I mean, it kind of feels a little loose, but maybe that's just the roof is a little loose. See anything wrong with that side there? No tears. I thought that was a tear, but it's not a tear. Yeah, pretty good there. That really just leaves this rear AC and the solar entry port. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. They did a good job. So there was the roof of a 2018 Precept from Jayco. We did find a number of things we should be concerned about. The front cap, that roof vent, the molding over on that passenger side sidewall. And I would say it definitely needs to be washed and waxed. Otherwise, it's in pretty good repair up here. But it is important to do an inspection at least once a year so that you don't have vent caps that are you don't know about, little voids in the ceiling that you don't know about, and most importantly, we would have caught that right there. That's enough for the roof. We'll get down and finish up the inspection down below. Maybe I'll have time to show it to you guys. I don't know for sure, but I'm going to try. But that right there is the reason why I do like to walk on the molding. It'll pop those screw heads out from the sealant when it's loose. But don't worry, I have some repair tape here. That way I'm not sending them down the road with a hole. It's not the best repair, but it is an emergency repair for the time being. But also, I think I always say that roof repair tape is perfect for emergency repairs. Now that we're done with the roof inspection. Now, I had already walked the inside and taken a look at the ceiling to make sure that there were no stains or anything visible. I did notice the ceiling fabric was loose in a few places, but I think that's just adhesive failure. It doesn't feel like there's any rot underneath it. And it definitely wasn't the front and rear cap like I was seeing. I don't think the roof has caused any damage so far at this point, but it does need to be addressed. Even in the front dash, the first thing I did look for was any stains on the dash itself from rain falling down on it, which is a telltale giveaway of either windshield problem or front cap leak issue. All right, let's see if I can't give you a sneak peek at this 2018 Precept. So this is a solid surface Corian countertop, and it does have a televator for the TV to come up out of. This has 3 slide outs on it, 2 in the bedroom, and then 1 main here in the living room area. This is a vinyl padded ceiling material, 2 roof ACs. And with all that talking, I did get the TV up, and these are nice Insignia TVs, no names. It has a day and night row of shades, and all those are in good repair. And I even like the evil eye or peacock looking pattern on all the fabric. Like I said, this is on a Ford chassis. It does still have the Ford V10 on it. I've been very impressed with the Triton V10 because I have one myself. They even give you a place to put your phone. That's really nice. A good solid cup holder. We saw it had 4-point hydraulic automatic leveling from Lippert. Only less than 10,000 miles on it. The dash radio does have side view cameras and rear view camera, and this is a Garmin, so this whole thing is removable, so you can use this as a GPS, a portable GPS with you. I'm not sure how important that is, but it's very cool that you can do that. Over here on the passenger side, the passenger seat on this is power, which is kind of impressive on a Class A gas unit. Often even the driver's seat isn't power. It even has adjustable armrest on it. And unsurprisingly, or actually surprisingly, the fabric isn't peeling or falling apart. There's a little bit of a mar right there, but that's forgivable. Even the passenger gets a place to put their phone. Obviously it's not wireless charging, but they do get this fantastic work center too. A lot of thought was put into this. I'm very impressed by it, and this is a bunkhouse. I'm 6 foot tall, and I've hit my head on this bunk like 3 times already, so I'm glad it is padded, but I feel like there's enough room to get it, at least for my big head to get out of the way. Huh, never seen one with a safety, so this won't work unless you disconnect the seatbelt. Huh, very clever. I won't bring it down too far because I don't want to ruin the seats. That's probably how a mar got on right there. But the Euro loft is a very quiet system. It's been very reliable in comparison to some of that Lippert mechanism that utilizes the Schwintek brains and drive system. I've been very impressed with the Euro loft. Again, not a Euro lift. That's completely unrelated. Now the current owner said the flooring, this is a rolled vinyl flooring made to look like wood plank, has been replaced completely because there was a tear in it when he got it, because I think it was a show vehicle. So that's a really nice feature. It's very difficult to repair rolled vinyl flooring on an RV without looking like a repair. But even that countertop extension has got a soft close to it. The cabinet drawer faces are solid wood, but it does seem like this is engineered lumber for the cabinet faces themselves. No soft close on the drawers. It's always a good idea to use a flashlight and look behind for any water damage, lost belongings, and more importantly, signs of rodents, because they cause problems in RVs. Now, because the TV's right there, you do have power reclining sofa here. That's nice. I do like that. Let's see if the footrest comes out towards the end. Yeah, there it comes. Very nice. And more important, you have cup holders and holders. I like that. Fabric's in good shape. You can get USB charge points right there at your seat. Now, some of these new windows that are frameless on the outside, that mechanism rail likes to disconnect from the glass. So it's always important that we open up all the windows and check and make sure that isn't loose, because that's the only thing holding a window closed. And if it's loose, the whole thing's gonna flap driving down the road. I also like to grab the valances and just kind of pop them with my fingers a little bit. The cabinet doors, again, are solid wood, but the cabinet faces are engineered lumber, which just means that pressed wood or plywood with a sticker making it look like a wood grain. But we do want to open up all the cabinets, look for signs of leaks. You're always going to use your nose when you're doing an inspection too, because the nose will pick up mildew smell better than anything. Oh, that's nice. I was looking for a push button on that. It's actually classy with its own switch. This is all LED lighting on it. Not seeing any issues there. Now this dinette does turn into a bed that just has a standard flip out right there, and you push this whole thing down. They call it the dream dinette. They work okay. Of course, then at that point you move all the cushions over the top. Now, even though it's Corian countertops in the galley area, this is just a laminate on pressed wood, and it doesn't look like that's a drawer, but no, neither one of those are drawers. But it's a good sign. That's actually construction grade plywood right there. That's almost cabinet grade plywood you used right there. That's a good sign. They didn't just use a piece of 1/8 inch Luan. Back over the galley side, it is all one big countertop, worktop. Under countertop mounted dual stainless steel sink, which is very nice. Looks like the whole thing is a little bit loose. I'll need to add that to my list. And they give you nice big overhead cabinets here. Again, we're gonna smell for any mildew, look for any signs of damage. That's not gonna be uncommon. That's not actually water damage, that's just the material coming loose, that vinyl sticker coming loose from the Luan 1/8 inch paneling. It's pretty common, especially on Thor products. Frigidaire over the range microwave. Convection oven. Wow, it's nice. It is a convection oven too. I'm a little jealous. But it still does have a 3-burner propane stovetop down below. Again, we're going to look behind here for any signs of things that we don't want to see. Has a Norcold RV refrigerator, both propane and electric. No ice maker on this model. Kind of surprised with the convection oven. They don't have a residential refrigerator on this one. It's not a free world. Alright, slide out pantries. Those look pretty good. And it's a pretty decent sized aisleway here. I'm not hitting my shoulder on the refrigerator or on the wall. It's close, but you can walk straight without a problem down it. Now, thankfully, this is a 2018, so it's pre-something global, but that means this LP CO detector is over 5 years old now, so I would recommend replacing on those, because they are supposed to be replaced every 5 years. And you might as well check your batteries and your smoke detectors, because that's what's going to keep you alive, and that one's not working. So I'll write that up too. Well, this is my inspector knowledge getting short, so I would assume next to the galley, even though it's on the cabinet above, we should have GFCI protection. I'm not sure about the requirements from how far away from a wet area you would want a GFCI protection, but I would still say this, the galley, it should have GFCI protection on it. Not necessarily right here, right for sure, but if there's any place that should have GFCI protection, it would be this outlet right there. And again, it's not tripping. So I did go ahead and trace it down to the breakers down here. Now, I do doubt that the factory put it in, but this is a AFCI, so arc fault interrupt. So not a GFCI, so not a, even says arc fault. So it's not a ground fault interrupt. So somebody put the wrong breaker in right there. It's a very easy replacement, but I don't know who would have put the wrong breaker in. But I guess that's why I checked the GFCI outlets. Like the closet space isn't going to be in the hallway. a closet light, but you have a metal closet bar. Dresser down below. Oh, there's that tabletop that goes just like that. And I guess if I was smart, I would have tightened that down so that it doesn't fall apart. But you can swivel it around for the passengers, I guess, back here. As an inspector, it's my job to look for anything that's an obvious deficiency, but I don't want to try to break anything. It would mean that I'm responsible if they're broken. So I don't want to do anything destructive. And if you've had an RV long enough, you know that these drawer rails like to break on you. So unless I don't have to take them off, I'm not going to take them off. And I can inspect behind them just fine. I would assume this is set up for a washer and dryer combo. Yeah, it has adjustable shelving in here. That's where the dryer vent would go, and that's where the washer hookup is. Now across from here is going to be the bathroom. The door opens up the right way, so when you're walking down the hallway from the front driving down the road, you can get access to the toilet. This is a porcelain gravity toilet. Very nice. It is nice to kind of lean against those, make sure they're not loose. They did make a Corian countertop in here, under countertop mounted stainless steel sink. That's nice, it's not plastic. Huh. They didn't cheap out on everything. And you have a tempered shower door. Now let's see. Oh, there it is. The owner went put some dowels down there because looks like that shower lock is broken. Which that's probably a better repair anyways. And this is just an ABS shower surround with an ABS shower pan down below. Looks like it is a little loose down there. It's not uncommon. You shouldn't have to seal this right here. There is a lip on the pan that comes up, and sealing that, it's always just going to look bad because this material will just pop free again. So you don't need to put sealant down there. It's not important at all. However, you do want to make sure the door assembly is sealed, especially right there. That's the number one place where it likes to leak. Like I said, I already checked on the ceilings here to make sure that there were no stains that I saw. Alright, that'll take us all the way to the bedroom area. Now this is where 2 slide outs are. So we have, looks to be a king size bed. It has a rounded corners right there. It's a little bit nicer to get in and out of, a little bit more difficult to find a replacement. Very nice. There's your fire exit. Okay. There are 2 roof ACs on here. The closet's going to be here. A lot of times they wrap the closet around the back of the TV, so that must mean this TV opens. Yeah, okay. There it is, your hidden cubby of storage secrets. That's just a magnet holding that on. A drawer. So this is, they gave you a lot of dressing space in here, which makes sense because this is 1 king size bed, a loft bed, and of course a dinette bed. So that's room for at least 4 to 5 people. Now, somewhat surprisingly, there is storage underneath the bed, and that's going to be the mattress for the tabletop when it's turned into a bed. And we even have nice reading lights. I like that. And they are replaceable bulbs, not built into the light. That's nice. We'll do one final cabinet check. We'll look for any rot on those. Not smelling any rot either. No signs of water damage. I didn't point it out. A lot of times you'll find water damage right underneath the slide out fascias. That's where water likes to leak too. So it's a good idea not to leave slide out rooms out when it's in storage. That is when a slide out is most prone to leak, and if you're not around for months and months and months, you don't notice the leak, and before you know it, the floor below the slide out is rotten. So it's always a good idea to keep the slide out rooms closed when you're in storage. It's becoming more and more uncommon to have propane in an RV anymore, but I still do have to do a LP drop pressure test on this, so we'll go ahead and turn the propane off. Get the system pressurized. So I already went outside, turned it off. I'll leave that valve on. I'll drop our pressure down until we get to 8 inches of water column. Alright, there we go. 8 inches of water column. I have it turned off. That one's still on. Need to make sure it holds this pressure and doesn't drop for at least 3 minutes, and then we'll call it good. Usually I aim for about 10 minutes, so I feel better about it. But in the first 3 minutes, that'll tell you if you have a leak or not. All right, look at that. We successfully passed our LP leak test. So no leaks in the system. Just put everything back together. And I think we're done with this inspection. Well, there it is. That was a 2018 Jayco Precept Class A gas motorhome. You guys helped me do a little bit of inspection on it. We did find a number of kind of important deficiencies on it. But overall, I think this is a very nice motorhome. Every RV, it has some issues, something that need to be addressed, some repairs that need to be done. Even my beautiful RV, if you guys have been paying attention, I'm always working on it. But I don't see anything that would scare me away from owning this RV, especially if this one fit my lifestyle and my life purpose. It's got a lot of space in it, exceptional value, and I think even with that roof, it's a FRP roof. It is a fiberglass roof, so it's not a membrane roof, so you don't have to worry about tearing that or puncturing it. It's very similar to, like I said, a Phylon roof. It is fairly durable, just needs to be maintained. Do a complete inspection on your roof at least once a year. It doesn't hurt to do it twice a year, and to do the same thing at least once a year, your entire RV. Before you put it back into storage, do another quick little inspection as you put things together. Keep a pad of paper to write down notes about things that are kind of broken. But otherwise, thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'm going to finish up this inspection, and then I have to get down the street because I have something else that I'm supposed to do, and that's why I even came here. So it's a lot of fun. Thank you, California. Thank you, Ramona. It's beautiful. I know I'm sweating, but it's not the same heat that I'm used to. Bye. So I'm not going to complain. It's about 75 degrees here in Ramona. Probably have a high of 85 degrees today. And in Phoenix, we're looking at more 115. So I think I made the right choice. But even though you might consider me something of a poor spokesman for the RV industry, I do find travel and history to be one of the better aspects of the RV world. Learning about the world around you that you didn't even know. Now apparently there's a lot of history here in Ramona, California, including that it was part of Butterfield stagecoach and mail delivery over route transportation from, I think, like Arkansas to San Francisco. It's pretty interesting. But either way, I need to get to the other side of town, so I get it back in the car. Now, of course, besides checking all the lighting, the VIN numbers and mileage, now of course I do have to check all the lighting, the safety, the tire. Of course, I'm going to do all those, and I'll get on the roof with you guys. Like I said, this is a private sale, so I don't want to... This does have the Euro loft mechanism on it. I've been very impressed with it. Do not call it a Euro lift, because that's something completely different. Now, the current owner said that the vinyl rolled flooring on this, that looks like wood plank flooring, that looks like vinyl... Okay. Now, I will admit to something, you guys. Now that we're done with the roof inspection. Even though it's mid-80s here, it's still pretty hot, and I am still sweating quite a bit. So the breeze is nice, but I'm glad to be off the roof already. Hello.
Absolutely free, but act quickly. Your AAA membership can easily pay for itself the very first time you use roadside.